Let me tell you a story. No, a saga. It all began a long time ago. It began last autumn. I was playing Amogus. For those of you who could not tell what I said, I was playing Among Us. And I was playing it with my friends. And you know how it is. We like to do a little trolling, and we did a little trolling. On Among Us, I was blue. And my name was UK Government. And when we were playing Among Us, me and my friends, I started to have some friction with some of the other players in the server. At first, it was Brown. I remember, we were talking and then he insulted me. What he said, I do not remember, and it does not matter. All you need to know is that there was friction between I, Blue, and him, Brown. And then we stopped arguing, it stopped being between me and Brown, and it shifted. Because along the course of that argument, it had switched to be between me and another Among Us player who was purple. And we started insulting each other with all of our might. We came up with retorts and roasts using all of our brain cells. Ultimately, on that match, I obviously overcame him because I do not want to sound arrogant in the slightest, but I have infinite IQ, whereas he probably had only around 300. And that being said, he did have 300 IQ, which does mean he did post some good points, but they were ultimately flawed compared to what I was going to say. And purple. What he did is, it just enrages me, even to this day. He acted like such an Amogus, and I don't use that word lightly. I do not call people Amoguses lightly, and he was one. He was an imposter. He was an Amogus. I'll let that sink in. Purple was an Amogus. Okay, you understand now. He was an Amogus. And what happened is the Amogus and his Amogus buddies, they executed me. They used all their sus power, and they ended me. That is what happened. And then I was a ghost. I could no longer argue with Purple. I could see the messages he sent, though. Do I recall any of them? No. But do I remember what their content was? Yes, I do. Do I remember what they meant? Yes, I do. They meant such foul things I cannot even speak them. I mustn't speak of them, even today. And then later, I was banned from that specific Among Us server, not in the least because of Amogus Purple. And so I had to relay my arguments against Purple to one of my friends. And later, after that, I found out that my friend had been incorrectly relaying my messages to Amogus Purple, and this. It wounded me. Right here, it wounded me. This was not just a slight from my friend, this was a slight from Amogus Purple as well. And later I found out that Amogus Purple and my friend became Among Us friends. I will never trust an Among Us Purple ever again. If I ever find the Amogus Purple, if I ever find them, not just on Among Us, but in real life, if I find that Amogus Purple, I will do harm to Purple Amogus. And thus ends the saga.